Well, hello there ladies and gentlemen, you're back with Dad, and today we're playing some more Planet Zoo, but it's not the normal series because, obviously, 42 out of 42 gold stars, we've done it. We're going back to franchise mode again, just because I want to keep Planet Zoo on the channel for a little while longer. 6,893 conservation points, beautiful. But we're going to open a new zoo. Where are we going to go? Should we go tropical? Let's go tropical. We've already been in Africa. How about we go in Oceania? Right, for now. Open Plains Zoo. Whoa, fingers in the wrong place. Wow, you'd think I'd never typed before, wouldn't you? It doesn't help with the giant microphone in the way. I'm going to name it Dax Tropical Zoo for now. If you've got any naming suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll probably pick the best name out and rename the zoo to that. I didn't get any names for the Desert Zoo. If you've got any names for the Desert Zoo, feel free to give me those as well. So we've got trees around. At least it doesn't look quite as bare this time. But what the plan's going to be for this zoo, we're not going quite so square. And we're going to focus a little bit more on design and aesthetics and make things look a little bit more pleasing. I'd rather pause the game. I know, I need all of these. You only... No, don't give me one of those to put down. But yeah, we're not going to go quite as square, and I'm going to build away from the edge of the map a little bit this time. Although, it does mean I'll have to get power down straight away. We're definitely going for the width of 10, because I did like that last time. Let's not go for straight black this time either. Oh no, that looks too much. Gravel. Horizontal. No, I don't really like the wood either. Well, that looks boring, doesn't it? Let's go for log. So, we are going to have a straight path down the middle still. But I've not got a plan in my head yet. We're going to branch off. We're going to have bigger habitats. They're not going to be as square. We're still going to try and end up getting towards a keeper per thing. But it's more like the staffing areas and the customer areas that I want to build up a little bit better this time. So, how do we want to start? Maybe my first ones do want to be slightly square. Because I've got to get money coming in first and foremost. That's an absolute must. How do we want to go about it? Maybe we'll keep this square for now and just branch off randomly here. I say I'm not wanting to go square and then I'm building literally just square paths. We're not going to have square habitats. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Not completely square, anyway. Yeah, let's come this way a little bit. Then we want a bit of a staffing area. I don't really want those to have the dead wide paths. They only want tiny paths. And if I put... Well, where does the power come out to from the entrance? Nowhere near us. Fair enough. If I put power right at the front of this... with the negative impact, we're going to know where the closest section is that we can build, at least on this side. And then I'm not going to have to wall all the staffing areas in. To start with, we are going to have the basic staff rooms, but I'm going to leave it in such a way that we can come back and make it look slightly better. So, first things first, we need the basics. We need a keeper's hut in. I am going to get the dead cheap stuff for now. And then we'll come back and redesign it, and I'll spread things out later and all that nonsense. We need a staff room. We need a... No, we don't. And a trade centre. For now, that is all we need. I know, it's saying we need all this. No, we don't. Not yet. We want to try and save our cash. So, how do I want to do this? In a way that's going to make it slightly different. Shall we go for a hexagonal habitat design? Where does power come out to? Not very far, see? That's the problem. Well, we can start down this way. We can start down this way. Let's go with barriers. Now, again, I don't want to go with all red brick this time either. Because it gets a little bit boring after a while. I think for now we are going to go for all red brick then. Maybe we can get some guest areas as well. Yeah, I'm going to go for red brick for now. Yeah, we're not doing all the same. Yeah, let's do exactly the same. Oh, he'll make his mind up at some point. Right. There's no way to get this perfectly in the middle, so we'll just start this way. And I do kind of want 20 meters. No, I don't. I think I'm going to stick with 10 meters. I wish there was a way to get it adjacent. Curve barrier top allows and shows options to curve the barrier's top edge. Post lengths vary to keep top of the barrier flat depending on the bottom. Never mind, I'm thinking about things too much. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Do I mean hexagonal? I mean octagonal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now them posts are diagonals there, so I want to keep it like that more so. So we've got the proper posts. And we can also try and get paths coming over the top, maybe. If I select all of this and press M. Actually, I don't need to press M. If I Control D this, no, it doesn't work. But we can move it all. Let me put it about there. Actually, the staff room being in the way there may be a problem. Let's move it closer to that, like so. Because then I can delete the path out a little bit. And we can at least get some right angles. Well, not right angles, but you know what I mean. Does it need to be 30? 36? 45? I prefer it on 1 meter. I want this one. Bring this back. It didn't really do the corner there how I wanted it. And that doesn't really work either. No. And I definitely don't want you to do that. Yeah, 0 degree angle. That'll work. That's a little bit better, isn't it? It's a bit sharp on this corner. How about if we hold Z there? Well, we're not actually going to need this path because I'm not doing it like that anyway. I think I'm doing exactly what I did at the start of last time and focusing too much on the paths and trying to get them all perfect. I know I'm trying to get them perfect. It's not good, right? No, I really would like it to be aligned to grid. That's not what we want. Whoa, no thank you. We can untick square edges. What does that do? You know what? Paths. I will get this in a minute. Go that way. I want you to come off the other side, please. Thank you. Align to grid. Will that angle it off a little bit better? Actually, yeah, I like that. It's not quite perfect there, but good God, I hope that it's not going to take this long for every single habitat. We at least want to get one habitat open this episode. I've just got to get the edge of it right. Are you going to join up right there? No, you're not. And then deselect grid. It makes it a little bit more right. It does seem like an awful lot of faffing, doesn't it? For very little gain. It's not like it's making it any more aesthetically pleasing. Align to grid again. Just to bring that one to there. And then go like that. I wish there was a way to blueprint this. I've just got to get this corner right there. And align that to grid, go to there and snap it in. It kind of works. It kind of works. Maybe I don't want the staff section coming off like that then. How big is this area? Just out of curiosity. Let's say we're going to have it there for now. I don't know that we are going to have it there for now. 4,000. That is ridiculously big. In that case then, we can do what I'm thinking. Because what I'm thinking... barriers, sorry, barriers. Cut that out. What we can have is a little staffing area inside each one. Surely 10 meters will be more than enough. Let's go with the staff path. Bring that all the way down. I think that's going to be too tight. That is going to be way too tight. Yeah. Take this back out then. So what we can do instead, once I've got the layout down, I think I'll be fine because I'll stick with the same one. Go 5 meters. It's not what you're meant to do. Go 5 meters. Come back up to 10 meters. Then across. Across, across, down. And if I move... I want to see the negative impact. It does reach onto the path a little bit. And I don't want it to reach onto the path whatsoever. Barriers again. Cut this back again. Like I say, I wish I could blueprint this. Come up to 15 meters. Like that. And like that. And then you're going to be the full 20. Panel too long. No, it's not. It's exactly right. Fine, we're going to have 2 10s then. There we go, and there we go. I like it, because then we can have an encased little staff room for every section. It does mean I'm going to have power everywhere, though. Exit. I never knew you could do that. That is brilliant. You can just exit it and it doesn't snap anymore. So we're going to want a generator for each one. One of you to each one. I want to exit that grouping area and snap it to this one. Because then we know that's symmetrical. Oh, actually, there you haven't got quite as big of an area. We want to exit that grouping selection and go to that one. You can have a little staff room. We don't need one of these everywhere. Give me the trade center. We want to exit that group, come into this group, and go there. So that just kisses the path. And then the area for this, we've not got an area still. Do you think it would let me go there? Not quite, no. That is what we want. It's not going to leave much room to design this, though, is it? But that is kind of nice. I like that. Not so sure about the rest of it. The walls and whatnot. We spent 20 minutes basically doing nothing. Brilliant. If I went into construction for this... In fact, no. Let's not go into construction for this. Let's go into construction for this. I just want to see... Like, would I be able to put walls around this and stuff? And it not look silly. I could. It'd clip into the wall very slightly. But that could actually work. I could still design stuff around this. And we'd probably use the same design for everything. And then the dead close to the animals. Yes. Now, how do we want to do this, then? The first one. Like that, actually. So then I could have another one come in this way and join another... I know the path isn't perfect. I may find a way off camera to try and make that more perfect, but for now, that's probably going to have to do. Let's get an animal in anyway. So what sort of animals are we going to want? I think we want to go for something. Let's have a look for African elephants to start with. Get elephants right at the front. And we are going to have to be looking for something substantial. 1,000 views, not bad. Are you joking? I'm not paying that for African elephant males, so I don't think we're going for them yet. Arctic wolves. What would we like first? Indian rhinoceros. Let's have a look at those. I mean, there's plenty for sale. I generally like ones that are at least bronze. You're gold. No, I think we can get something cheaper than that. Not to be stingy or anything, but I think we can get much cheaper than that. Of a somewhat decent quality. I mean, that's not bad for 600. The immunity doesn't really bother me. Let's take you as a female. And we'll take... You're not bad for a male. Take you for a male. Oh, no! They sold literally as I was buying them. It's doing the clicking thing again. How can you sell that for that much with that longevity? Next page, please. Oh, this is another reason I didn't really want to come back to the franchise mode straight away. There seems to be a slight issue clicking on things at points. I'll take you then for 1400. It's a bit steep, but it'll be fine. So you can come into Habitat 2. Don't know how it's the second one. And you can come into Habitat 2. We'll get some of you in early on. We need staff. So we're going to get a caretaker. We're going to get a keeper. We'll get a mechanic. We'll get a security guard. We'll get a vet. And then we've got the basics. Straight away, I want to start with the work zones. You are going to be... Well, I'll actually let you put the rhino in first. And then I'll start naming it. Because I'm going with the full names again. So you're Indian Rhinoceros. See? I can type. And then we can copy past to that. You can be every 6 months. While I think about it, you can be every 6 months as well. Every 6 months. I do want to check power as well. The generator does cover one of these hexagons. Good to know. We're going to need a lot of them then. Like I say, it's not being as compact as last time. We don't want that. Work zone. Nope. What did that just undo? The path. There we go. Work zones and new work zone. You can go there. You can have that one and that one. And Indian Rhinoceros. You don't need the trade centre. Keep a sort of small staff room. There we go. Are we open for business? Happiness 0. We are open for business. How are we doing the windows? Because I'm not just doing all windows this time. Well, to start with, we'll do something like... I want to keep the pillars in this time. Can we just go like that? Well, that's exactly what we had before. Isn't it? I don't think I get away with resistance grade 2. These need higher than that, don't they? Zoopedia. It's got to be at least grade 4. Yeah. So for now, you can only have these windows. Sorry, dudes. Yup. We'll go all the way around. I'll include this bit as well. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Windows. Beautiful. Beautiful. And how are we going to be doing the facilities? I know I've still got the game paused. We've not really spent much yet, so we're fine. I want guest facilities, and we can get one, basically, on each corner-ish. Kind of, sort of. It's not all going to be symmetrical and perfect. But for now, this is the design we're going to go with. I just like it that we've got this little enclosure for basically the staffing area. I am going to put bins most of the way around. And we're not going to have to throw speakers everywhere, because I'm going to turn the speaker volumes right up. Like I say, I may have a play with the paths off camera and see if I can get them nice and crisp to the edge. And if I can come up with a way to do it quickly, where I'm not faffing around like this all the time, then happy days. There we go, there we go. Yeah, there'll be plenty of bins around. And we can get one on that edge and one on that edge. So we've got plenty of bins around everywhere. Now, how about research? Research, screens. Because I don't want screens stuck to everything this time. I think we can basically get away with having one screen on each corner. And if I put a speaker underneath and turn you all the way up, what area do you cover? So one of those on each wall would work out quite nicely. There will be some overlap if I have paths joined on the middle, but I don't know if I'm joining paths on the middle yet. Maybe we'll have little gaps between them. Maybe this entrance just joins to this one and only this one. Because that way we can keep it so that it's not going to be quite as much of a problem. And we're going to turn this off now. You can go there. Oh yeah, you can't get angle snapping with these stands, can you? It's fine, we don't need angle snapping. I mean, we've already got cash coming in. You want the right way round. Oh! Did not mean to do that. Move. ZZ. And there we go. Rhinos for your first animal's not bad, and we've still got 5,000 points to spend. I do want to get some higher tier animals early this time, because it should bring guests in quicker. So I've not got to focus on trying as hard with the guests. I know that sounds terrible, but what I mean is I've with the better quality animals, we can just get a few of them, get even more money coming in, and then that's going to be good. We're probably going to end up designing some new screens as well, and not just using all bog standard this time. Let's get the game running and see if we're actually bringing money in or losing money with just the rhinos. It's close. It looks like we're bringing money in. We've got no shops or anything yet though. But until I know how I want this all to be designed in the long run, we're not going to get shops yet. In fact, can't I just, to make this easier, select you and duplicate? Yeah, because this will give me the rhinos set up straight away. In fact, if I hold shift, no, that goes up and down. Duplicate, duplicate and advance move. No, I don't want duplicate and advance move. Just the duplicate's going to be good. I dare bet people are going to complain that they can't see very well. That's the only downside with having it, the habitat made like this. Well, we are actually bringing money in straight away. We'll not get one round the entrance. We'll not get one there. We need to make sure these are happy, otherwise I'm going to end up with protesters, and we don't want protesters. So let's go to habitats, species, Indian rhinoceroses. And yeah, you're only going to get the rubbish stuff for now. Sorry, dudes. Would this be enough? Yes, it would. You need water. Not much. You need a little bit of water. We want you to be dropped to 50 intensity because I don't like working with higher than that. I'm going to drop you down to 10 as well. I don't want you to be painting that. How about if I just give you all this area over here for water? Now? What are you obstructed by? I don't think it's deep enough, honestly. Wow. I'm sure they'll be amazed by that. Sarcasm, by the way, in case you didn't quite pick up on that. Maybe that was the problem we had on some of the other watery bits that I was trying to do in other episodes. There we go. That's a bit of a better pond. How do you like that? Can you calculate the water? Yeah, that's more than enough. You've got way too much long grass, not enough soil. So I can fix that quite easily. It's just ... I do want to find a way to bring paths up and over and around this. Maybe I can cut the top bit out, similar to this. Ooh. Because we've got loads of room to play with. Cut the top bit out and bring a path around the top. We are at 30 minutes, but I do expect this series to be a bit slower and longer. I know that's terrible phrasing, but... And now that hard shelter isn't enough. Well, you said it was to start with. I'll give you the big one then. Let's put it towards that way. Habitat's good, you like your terrain, environment. We're going to get trees in from the get-go. So you want Asia... is it grassland and temperate? Grassland and temperate. Hooray. Elm trees? If the holly trees were bigger, I would like those. You're Indian, you're not Japanese. These are tiny as well. I want big bushy trees. I don't want these. I guess we're going to have to go with the beech trees then. Let's give you a bit of shade by the water. You can have one of these because they are absolutely mammoth. And a couple of the smaller ones. I can't really afford to give you anything else there. Habitat, we're going to have no enrichment whatsoever. That's unfortunate. We can't do anything about it yet. Food and water, I think I'll give you a medium trough and it's going to go in your house so you can eat in peace. Same with the water. That's going to go in there so you can eat in peace. Other than enrichment, you guys are happy with that. You are happy. What are people saying? They could have at least given the Indian rhinos a shelter. Look at the... See, people are happy with them. Kind of. But if they're dead centre, seeing it from the sides would be a little bit difficult. Let's see if I can do what I was on about. Just move this tree for now, because I don't really want to sell it. I'm also going to have to delete this out of the way for now. Now, I'm not going to go as complicated with this side. We're just going to go a straight 10, 10, and 10. Yep, it's not being perfectly straight this time. Anyway. Go up to. And then just flatten out. Now, do I want a square going all the way around? No, not really. I actually quite like that. I mean, if we were to go a square all the way around. I think it's a bit much for the animals. I don't know though. And does this take away from their terrain at all? I mean, they definitely get stressed. Definitely get stressed. That and we can't really see the animals ourselves. It does take away from the terrain, but they're really not that fussed. And how about the negative impact? That does go onto that path. I don't think I want a full square going around. That's a bit much. I think what we'll have is a little T, actually. Up on the top. Sorry, Rhino. I did see you get boxed up there. I don't know where that decided to put a path then, but I deleted it again. You can come more this way. Because I do want to throw this back in. We are going to start losing money. Fairly soon. And then I can get one more... Well, basically. I can grab all of that. Duplicate. and overlap it all in the middle. Up you come. And you can go right there. It's a little bit different. It's still very square. Let's have one of these at each end. We'll get a bin on each of these corners. There's bins at the bottom there, so they shouldn't litter. I do wish we could face them around the other way. Right, are people complaining less about being able to see in here now? Looks like it could do with a swim. Now that's where the Indian rhinoceros is. How am I meant to view it from here? Well, you're meant to go up to the viewing platform. We could actually take the glass away from the edge of all these, but people are starting to crowd up there rather than trying to look down that way. Excuse me. Yeah. I think that's okay. I still want to play with this path, so I think I'm going to call this episode here for now. And I'm going to try and get some sort of design for the path. We're already bringing money in with one set of animals in here, so happy days already, really. We've got some challenges. I'm not really that focused on them. We'll hit them as we just go through the game naturally. But yeah, let me go and sort these paths out. And then for the next episode, we'll start working on some way to bridge between them. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. In fact, I've just had an idea. The Z button. That might work, so this may look neater next time. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. All comments, feedback, greatly appreciated as always. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!